So we've seen quite a bit of things that have gone on in the ports in that small time. So the biggest start for an industry of ours was in 1984. There was the UK miners' strike, which obviously they had the pickets on the docks, and with British Steel, they'd already got a stockpile, or the government had got a stockpile of coal, and that's what they wanted to do, was to break the miners by having this stockpile. A lot of the coal went up to the smaller wharfs, so the supply was there. They did try and picket the steel companies, Ravenscraig, and in Wales, and in Scunthorpe as well. But there was an agreement in place that with the government and the trade unions that they would be able to keep the furnaces going. And in fact, they had more supplies and they were able to actually keep the steel industries going. So that unfortunately meant that the closures of the mines slowly and throughout the 80s and 90s, and the last deep mine closed in 2015. And
so not that long ago.
No, not really, not for the last one. Thing. Yeah. But what we did see was a massive increase. They'd already started in the 80s, where they were importing coal into the ports, thousands of tons up to there to circumnavigate the larger ports. But the advent of greater imports of coal played into the hands of the ports, the developments of the Humber International Terminal for the larger coal vessels, and you're ramping up into millions of tons of coal coming into the UK to supply both the power plants and the steel plants and the cement industries as well. And we've seen now that that has gone full circle with the renewables. Coal is no longer the prime import for
the go-to.
Yeah. So we've seen from millions and millions of tons down to, the odd Panamax vessel coming in to the port. And that will slowly stop once the likes of Uniper, who are the last sort of coal-fired power station in the UK, once that's gone, that will be the imports of coal finished in large scales. There'll still be the movement of different types of coal for cementation and the other small domestic markets, but not in the scale
Not
that it
on
was.
The scale.
No. I've told you about the strike that we had in 1980. So for you, COVID in the 2000s. So what did you make of all of that, and how we had to sort of prepare and what we had to do for not going on board ships?
Yeah, it was a strange time, Matt. It really was, because everyone expects a port agent to go on twice daily, and quite rightly so. But when you become a risk to the crew, and the safety of the crew is paramount, the owners and the master, who is predominantly responsible, it is the master's say whether people go on or not. And so it was an interesting time where we had to readjust what we did. I think Dan Shipping coped quite well. We were ahead of the game.
Yep.
We saw it coming, and probably about 2 weeks before Boris gave the instructions that you was to stay at home and it was essential travel only, and we was already doing that. I know a couple of the team stayed in the office, and of the older generation, shall we say, Steve?
Yeah, I couldn't work from home. No, I couldn't.
I know you struggled with that massively,
yeah.
But I think with technology now, it's a lot easier. Like, so even when we were working from home and we had sort of five guys in different parts of the country sometimes, because although we were working from home, we still did ships all around the country. So we could have guys at Middlesbrough or wherever. Microsoft Teams just was a game changer in that respect. I don't think anyone felt that they were isolated.